Yo, what is going on, you mushy metacham? Kyle Pooka played in Limitless Q3, and this is the Baby Blacephalon list he used. Now, you guys know how much I love Baby Blacephalon. His list is quite a bit different than what the stuff I've been working with, or the kind of the average list that's been going around. No scoop up nets, and the reason we're going to be playing with this deck today because Kyle is one of the, or should I say Pooka is one of the all-time great players in the game. Since retired for quite a few years now, and commentates the competitive events, but he played in Limitless Q3 with the Baby Blounce. His list is way different than the stuff we've been seeing. Like I said, no scoop up nets. The only thing that I really dislike in the list is the Beast Energy. You can't find it with Flint, can't recover it with Crystal. Can be very awkward to get out of the deck at times, but besides that, super cool list. You guys know how much I love Baby Blounce. It's something different. Let's go ahead, let's play some games with it and see how it runs. Alright, we're into our first one here. We did lose the coin flip, so we are going to be going second. We got that Eldegoss start and not much else to work with. Probably looking like a Dedenne change. Could even go for like a turn 1 attack here with this hand, maybe. I mean, we'll see what our opponent's playing, of course. First, there's at least a Jirachi in there active. We could hit him with a float up. That doesn't seem very good, though. I guess it depends what they're playing, I guess. We could float up. To aggressively float up. We're probably just going to Dedenne change the hand away. I might put one extra. Ooh, Flint, probably a mirror match. Alright. Here we go. Yep, Flint away to fire. We do play the Tapu Fini in this build. Pooka did bring the Tapu Fini, which is a really good card for the mirror match. Exclusively pretty much for the mirror match. Not really good against much else. I mean, you might hit a big Blounce or something, or a firebox with a Baby Blacephalon in it, but besides that, basically exclusively for the mirror match, but it does heavily swing the mirror match when you don't opening Eldegoss kind of yeah, like the awkward start of this doesn't help it that much, isn't that good, but it definitely helps to have. There's the Intrepid Sword from our opponent off their Zation. All right, let's see, we got to switch. We just got to go for the Dedenne change. I don't see anything else to do here besides Dedenne change. Let's go for it, I guess. This is a super awkward start. Trying to think if I see any other options. I don't think I do, though. Yeah, grab our Dedenne. Could Flint get an extra energy in the discard pile? I don't hate that, but we're already losing energy retrieval, so I think I'm just gonna go with the Dedenne change here. We're running low on switch cards already 2 switch down. Got the Welder and the Blounce, though. Alright, hold up. Still might be able to get a turn 1 knockout or something. 1, 2, 3, not quite, and we have to hold this energy because of the Welder. I don't want to give them Ultra Space because they don't have a Blounce yet, and I don't want to retreat the Eldegoss because then I'm going to run out of Blounce maybe. Oh man, this has gotten really awkward, and we got to keep the energy to be able to Welder the energy onto the Blounce. It's a pass. Yeah, we're going to go down early here, almost certainly. They got that Flint, they got all the energy they need, they hit him up with that Intrepid Sword. Have another Stellar Wish to work with here, and then they'll probably be cruising from there, which puts us in trouble, but we can hold that. We got the Fini. The Fini's a big deal in the mirror match because actually you kind of just don't have enough energy to use like 5 Baby Blounce in a row against 5 other Baby Blounce. So if both of people draw out evenly, they're both attacking, back and forth with Welder onto Baby Blounce and use Mind Blown, it does kind of just eventually end up as both of people running out of energy, and it gets a little scrappy at the end. Cramorant sometimes has to come out because it's less energy for Cramorant to take a KO than a Baby Blounce. So Cramorant comes usually in as the last knockout before a Burst GX. But the Fini, 1 energy attack, and we can Ordinary Rod for it again, and then 1 energy attack again. Super efficient, super clean. So that's going to be our advantage here. Of course, our opponent might also play Fini, which means we really don't have an advantage overall, but we're going to kind of hope our opponent doesn't play. Not that many people play the Fini, actually, so just going to kind of hope we play the Fini, they don't. That's where our advantage comes from, and it's enough to kind of carry us into a dub here, because we are going to go down early here. They're going to take out this Eldegoss for 2 prizes. We do have the Dedenne on our bench as well, which they can abuse with the Cramorant or a Great Catcher later on. So this one's starting to snowball out of our control pretty rapidly here. I'm not gonna give him the Ultra Space if I don't have to. We're currently short in energy, so we got to go in with that Dance of Tribute. Got the energy, got the Fini. All right, cool. Retrieval, grab 2. Fini comes down. Jirachi comes down. Fireball Circus, discard 3. Alright, we're still in it. Gonna see what we can do here in these last couple turns. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have... I mean, theoretically our opponent could actually win in 2 turns. Cramorant, Dedenne, Great Catcher, knock out Oricorio, but we're gonna hope they don't have everything. Gonna get a super efficient attack off next turn with the Fini, as we did get that energy at the prize cards. Gonna hope that their play this turn has to basically be Blown and knock out our Blown. We're gonna hope that's what they have to go down. The route they have to go down is Blown, knock out our Blown. Then we can respond with Fini, or that they just whiff an attack. Them whiffing an attack would also be very nice here. It would give us some time to work with. There goes their big Blown. What else? They get rid of that Lucky Egg. Yeah, Lucky Egg doesn't really do anything in the mirror match. Usually, sometimes people play a reset stamp, so but the Oricorio is usually around until the end of the game, where it potentially gets Great Catcher and knocked out. So that should be fine on that front as well. They're drawing a lot of cards. Yeah, like I said, with our start that we had, we opened the Eldegoss. We basically had to Dedenne change. Kind of had to hope our opponents would hit some kind of stopping point here with the flow of Blowns, but it looks like that's probably not going to happen, and we're probably going to be taking an L here in this first. We'll wait and see. They did just get the quick ball. They are playing the scoop up net build, so the chance of them having just a switch card of some kind in their hand is extremely high. The only thing they're really missing here at this point is a Welder potentially. That's one thing I guess they could whiff and give us a turn to work with here. We'll see. Here comes the quick ball. They ditched a Fire Energy. They got the Cramorant, so already they're looking to go after my Dedenne. Not holding back at all. My Dedenne will be going down here, it looks like, which is telling that the Great Catcher on my Oricorio might be the next thing to come here. Hopefully we can get the knockout. We can't currently even get the knockout on our opponent's Cramorant here, because we only have 1 fire in hand. So we're looking for a Fire Crystal, but we are going to be able to use Dance of Tribute, and we will be able to Heat Factory on our turn as well. Heat Factory does take up a Fire Energy, so we would need another fire to work with then. But I'm feeling pretty good. I think we'll be able to pull it out. We'll see. They are going to have to draw extremely poorly from here on out for us to win, though. They got the big Blown back, so they can even go Baby Blown, knock out Burst GX. Too many options, basically. 1, 2, 3. Currently whiffed. Go ahead and play the Adventure Bag. Beast Bringer and Escape Board. Going to Heat Factory. 2, 3. Got the Flint. Alright, take a look at my discard pile real fast. Definitely don't want Heat Factory in play anymore for my opponent to be able to use. I don't think I have a Blown left. Yeah, I don't. I have plenty of energy left. So we're going to Fiery Flint. We're going to get rid of the Beast Bringer. They could put something down for us, a Great Catcher, so we want to keep the Great Catcher. Maybe just get rid of the Tool Scrapper. Probably don't need this Baby Blown actually anymore. The Big Blown is actually even more important. Yeah, like that. Because they only have 2 prize cards left. I have 2 Baby Blowns left, so I'll never need more than that. And, okay, I'm going to throw the Escape Board here just to have it in play. And then Fireball Circus, just in case our opponent plays Stamp. Having that little bit extra could be a difference maker. They probably don't have Stamp, but this is where it's going to go no matter what. They got something up to try and stall it. We have plenty of switch cards left. Or we have 2 switch cards left that we'd be able to use, which is plenty for that scenario where they're trying to break up something to stall it. We have currently 1 in our hand. And I doubt that scenario is going to arise. This turn is all about, does our opponent have the Great Catcher? They have a lot of cards to work with, so it's very possible they do have the Great Catcher. And then after that, it's going to be, if they don't, do they just have the knockout? Once again, pretty likely. But if they don't, we could go for the Great Catcher knockout on their Oricorio and then Burst GX on our turn. Actually, I probably should have knocked out Oricorio last turn. I think I messed up on that one. Yeah, I could have knocked out Oricorio last turn. I completely forgot about we could have Great Catcher Oricorio, knocked that thing out. Maybe our opponent whiffs the knockout on their turn. But then I guess Cramorant doesn't come back into the active anyways. They would never send up Cramorant again for us. So I guess it doesn't even work out that well, because we have no way to KO Cramorant. Once Cramorant is in the active, we can knock it out. So I guess it's still correct to just knock out Cramorant, because they don't ever send up Cramorant into the active again unless they win the game because of it. So yeah, I can only force this up. I can only force up GX Pokemon, so I think it is still correct to have done it that way. There's the Great Catcher, though, so this one should be all wrapped up. I mean, there is the boss's orders in this list, but that only works while we have an attacker set up in play, which I guess we did. Couldn't find the boss's. We could have found the boss's orders, though, actually. We could have switched in Jirachi, found boss's orders later. Yeah, so we could have Great Catcher the Oricorio. Boss's orders opened up a line of play that I didn't really see before. But we're going to take the L here in this first one, and yeah, hope for a little bit better of an opening here in the second one. Okay, we did not open, what's it called this turn, which is spectacular to see that we did not open the, what's its face, Eldegoss. It's great to not open Eldegoss. We're up against a Pooka, which is a pretty good matchup, I think. Slightly favored, can be close. Reset stamps are pretty annoying. We don't play the Mew, so early tag bolt, there's a lot of pressure from that potentially if we can't get a response knockout to wipe some energy out of play. But yeah, overall favorable, especially when we don't open the Eldegoss. So we're gonna look to get the Beast Bringer knockout on their initial Pooka here. We are ways away from that in our initial hand here, but it doesn't mean we can't get there. Because we do got the Heat Factory, we can start getting some draw power in through that. We could even go for a Beak Catch early on here, just set up our hand to be ready to pull off a Beast Bringer knockout on the Pooka. We don't really care if they take these 2 prize cards as their first 2 prize cards with the full blitz, because then we can respond, draw 4 prize cards, snipe that with getting Cramorant back with the Ordinary Rod. All right, Heat Factory first here. 1, 2, 3. Not a whole ton of options here. I think it is going to be that Beak Catch play coming out from us. We could put a Baby Blonde in play, which we probably will do. So I'm going to go ahead and thin that out before I use Stellar Wish. Grab a Baby Blonde. Let's see what's prized here. The Dedenne is prized. The Bringer is in the deck. All right, grab the Blonde. Stellar Wish. Man, I don't need another Fire Crystal. Let's go for that Great Catcher. All right, bench, attach, switch, Beak Catch. Unfortunately, not having the Dedenne means that they're going to definitely actively try and disrupt our hand if they can after this Beak Catch. I'm going to get the Adventure Bag, and I think I'm going to get a Welder here because that's harder to get, and then I'm pretty much hoping to Stellar Wish into a Fiery Flint by going for this combo. But we could also just like Crystal for 2, Welder those. Yeah, so this is definitely the best way to go. It gets us the Bringer, gets us the Escape Board, and then we would hope to get we can Crystal for 2, put the energy here. We got the Stellar Wish to work with to try and find Flint. We have Heat Factory might stay in play if they don't find their Thunder Mountain. They usually only play like, all right, never mind. Literally, first card or second card out of their hand is the Thunder Mountain. They found the Thunder Mountain. Yeah, I think it's the way to go. Look for that Beast Bringer knockout. Here's the full blitz. Okay. Definitely gives me a lot of hope going into our turn. They did not have anything to disrupt our hand. All right, this is going to be great. Send up the Jirachi. Would have been that much better if Heat Factory had stuck around, but I'm not complaining. Adventure Bag. Gonna get the Beast Bringer, the Escape Board. Gonna go ahead and Crystal for 3. Currently 5 energy away from getting the knockout here. So if we can Welder 2 on here, draw into an energy, and then Flint, and that's just going to be the concede from our opponent. We did have the knockout, so I'm pretty sure they were losing the game soon. Not quite then. Let's run that back again in another one, see if we can't pull off the same kind of play. Yeah, they gave up immediately on the Welder there. We did draw into the combos. We drew into Energy and Flint off that Welder, so we did have it with the Beast Bringer, which would pretty much set us up to win the game. They didn't know that, but I'm sure they had a feeling. All right, getting into a final game here. A ridiculously good opening start, actually. Yeah, we'll see what our opponent's playing. Yeah, decide how aggressive we actually have to be. There's a Zacian. Start's always nice to take out a Zacian for our first couple prize cards. Currently short a Welder. There's a Tag Call. All right, it is ADP Zacian here. Pretty good matchup overall. We could actually go very hard here and try and knock out this ADP on turn 1. We got the Great Catcher, we got the Blacephalon, we got the Dedenne. I'm feeling it. I think we're going to go for it here. There's a Calyx Swell. That hurts a little bit, takes away the Heat Factory potential. So pretty solid turn 1 from our opponent as well, actually. And there's an Intrepid Sword. If we top deck Welder, I might just go for the knockout on the active. So we'll wait and see what my top deck is. It is a Fire Energy. So I can go Fiery Flint. I'm going to get rid of Switch and Fire. I'm going to grab 4 Fire. Yeah, we're just going to go all out here. Try and one-shot our opponent's ADP. We're going to Great Catcher that thing up. Bring him up. I'm going to Quick Ball away in energy as well. Grab myself a second Jirachi to work with. Beast Bringer's here as well. So we could get all the way there. Jirachi comes down. Blacephalon comes down. Attach and Dedenne change. Here we go. 4, 5, 6. We got the Welder. We got another Flint. We got a Switch. Got this Beast Energy in hand. This is why we don't like the Beast Energy. We can't use this Beast Energy here now. I'm gonna go ahead and Fiery Flint away the Beast Energy and the yeah, the Tool Scrapper. Need the switch to potentially be able to use another Stellar Wish. More energy out of the deck. Welder to our Blown. We are currently a Fire Crystal short. Oh, there's that. If we just had been able to keep that guy. We're currently a Fire Crystal short from being able to win the game. Can't use the Heat Factory because of that. Chaotic Swell. An Energy Retrieval, I believe, will also work just fine. Insane turn 1 here. The Great Catcher knockout on our opponent's ADP. Wow. Yeah. I mean, it happens sometimes. Steady Change plus Great Catcher plus Baby Bloun's deck can do some strange things. Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw out the Heat Factory. That way I can maybe get my Ultra Space in play on the following turn to get another Blacephalon. Only thing we were missing here was the Beast Bringer for like the perfect turn 1 here. Very close to being a perfect turn 1. Yeah. And there's the concede. I'm not surprised. That's gonna do it for these games with the Baby Bloun's deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, it felt pretty smooth. It felt like the old Baby Bloun's. I've only been running with the Scoop of Nets. I saw Pooka was playing this. He started out 7-0 in day 1 and the Limitless Q3. So I was like, I gotta check out his list, man. I mean, one of the greatest players of all time. Playing the game again, doing well. I love Baby Bloun's. Had to check out the new list. It feels smooth still. It has got some new options with like the Eldegoss and stuff in it. Yeah, so definitely if you guys are getting bored of the Scoop Up Net Baby Bloun's, check this one out. Try it out. Still works just as well. And yeah, have a good day.